Metro News Sports presents high school basketball from Morgantown High tonight. We've got a pair of Quad A state championship contenders. The homestanding 17-2 Morgantown Mohigans against 18-3 George Washington. I'm Kyle Wiggs. Coming up in just a couple of minutes, we'll hear from Morgantown head coach Dave Tallman as his team prepares for the postseason. This is the final game of the regular season for both of these teams, and both have number one seeds in the regionals coming up. So this will be the last game until next Tuesday, and each one of these teams will host a regional final coming up on Tuesday. Again, Morgantown, the top seed in its regional. MHS will play the winner between Preston and Wheeling Park. That game comes up on Friday night. University, the number 2 seed in the regional, and the Hawks will play the winner between Buchanan Upshur and John Marshall. George Washington, the number 1 seed in Region 3. GW will play the winner between St. Albans and Oak Hill. That game on Friday with the regional final on Tuesday. And on the other side of that bracket, South Charleston, the number 2 seed. South Charleston will play the winner between Woodrow Wilson and Riverside. George Washington comes in winners of 3 straight. GW played back-to-back games recently against Spring Valley, won the first, lost the second. Since then, George Washington has defeated Calvary Baptist, Oak Hill, and Parkersburg South. Interestingly enough, Morgantown lost on the road at Parkersburg South recently, back on February 24th. That was a packed house at Parkersburg South's gym. Parkersburg South slowed the tempo in the first half. It was 20-17 at the break, and then Parkersburg South came out and shot lights out in the third quarter, hit 6 threes in the third quarter, hit 8 threes in the second half, and beat Morgantown 60-51. Morgantown's only other loss was here on this floor to Spring Mills back on the 14th of January. 57-40 was that final. Morgantown proceeded to get revenge on Spring Mills, beating Spring Mills in the battle for the Spring House down at the Greenbrier 59-45 on February 2nd. Tonight, it's George Washington and the Morgantown Mohigans from Morgantown High. Stay with us as coverage continues. We'll hear from Morgantown coach Dave Tallman, and the tip-off approaches tonight. Final night of the regular season in boys high school basketball, with regional play beginning tomorrow night. We've got George Washington against Morgantown. Stay with us. Coverage continues on Metro News after this.
Time into spring with the smackdown of savings at Go-Mart. Are you ready? Now through the end of April, Slim Jim and C4 are pairing up as the ultimate tag team to deliver bonus rewards points. Each purchase of a specially marked item earns you a Powerbomb token. Collect all 5 tokens to be named the heavyweight champion and score 2,500 bonus reward points. So step into the ring and lay the smackdown on savings. Download the Go-Mart app and start earning today.
West Virginia's largest restoration company is now in the heart of the Mountain State. With a location in Charleston, joining our branches in Wheeling, Morgantown, and Pittsburgh, we'll be there to help when you need it most. Our expert team and state-of-the-art equipment is ready to serve the Kanawha Valley 24 hours a day. From water damage to fire restoration. When disaster strikes your home or business, tell your insurance provider you prefer the official restoration partner of Marshall Athletics, Panhandle Cleaning and Restoration.
Fall in love with a new vehicle from Dan Cava Toyota Garage. With over 170 vehicles in stock and with a large selection of all-wheel drive hybrids, guarantee we have a vehicle that fits your needs. Whether it's finding the perfect vehicle or keeping yours running strong, we are committed to keeping you safe. Reliable cars, great service, and amazing deals. Dan Cava Toyota Road in Fairmont. Shop the road.
West Virginia's largest restoration company is now in the heart of the Mountain State. With a location in Charleston, joining our branches in Wheeling, Morgantown, and Pittsburgh, we'll be there to help when you need it most. Our expert team and state-of-the-art equipment is ready to serve the Kanawha Valley 24 hours a day. From water damage to fire restoration. When disaster strikes your home or business, tell your insurance provider you prefer the official restoration partner of Marshall Athletics, Panhandle Cleaning and Restoration.
We have the skill set internally to take almost any project from a concept all the way through to completion. We don't manufacture widgets. We do things that make a huge impact to society, so we take what we do very, very seriously. There's a great sense of satisfaction and accomplishment that you really contributed to society, really did your part to make where you are from a better place than it was before you came there.
Some hospitals claim to offer world-class cardiac care, but only one medical center in Charleston provides comprehensive heart care built on 50 years of life-saving experience. CAMC is not backed by a team hours away. Our team of more than 60 specialists is right here, right now. Don't trust your heart to just any hospital. CAMC is the region's #1 heart and vascular center for a reason.
High school basketball tonight, Morgantown against George Washington, the regular season finale. Coach Dave Tallman's with us, and just saying that, it's hard to believe how fast things go. It just seems like it was October, right? And you're rolling the balls out and getting ready for the start of the season, and here you are at the end.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's kind of nice to be, I think we're the only game in the state tonight, so Coach Green and I decided we might as well just back it up since we had this long break with the bye, and I think it'll be a great matchup for both teams. It'll be a great state tournament-like matchup.
You look at the records, they're pretty much even. You look offensively, you're averaging just under 71. They're at about 67. You both give up 43.5 points per game. So at least statistically, these teams are pretty much even.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. Like you said, I mean, the margin of victory is pretty wide there for both of us. And I know we're both, we've been known to be defensive juggernauts. So we'll see how this goes. But, you know, I think, just like I said before, I mean, I think, you know, this may decide the 2 or 3 seed, which really doesn't matter what color jersey you have maybe, but I think it'll just be a great game to kind of get great film and see where we're at going into the tournament and see things we need to fix.
They've got a big man in 6'7" Noah Lewis, who's been an impact player since he was a freshman. You watched him develop. How has he improved his game?
Yeah, he's really good. You know, I think early on in his career he was more of a back-to-the-basket kind of guy, hung around the basket, guy you had to get a rebound or get a body on and protect from rebounds. And now, you know, he's a catch-and-shoot 3 guy and really seeks his jump shot. So he's really developed his game. He can score at all 3 levels. He's going to be a tough matchup. And, of course, you've got a junior who's come on, too, at 6'6" in Callistra. How has he improved his game this year? He's doing well. I mean, he's a walking bucket. I mean, you know, he's still learning the game. He drives me crazy every day in practice, but, you know, he's got basically no conscience when he's out there. He's going to play and make the most of it.
Like your team, GW's got a couple of veteran leaders in Harris and Lamb. Talk about their backcourt, what they do, and how those guards are important in getting the ball to Lewis.
Yeah, I mean, they're good all the way around. I mean, they're just a really good team. I think, you know, their strength of schedule may not be what some of ours has been, so it's kind of hard to get good film and see, you know, exactly where they're at. But, I mean, I think their guards are as good as any in the state. And then, you know, they go deep. I mean, they play 10 people, so fresh bodies is something they'll definitely have. Us probably not as much. So we got to see how tough we are and, you know, if we can hang in there.
What's their style of play? How do they utilize that depth?
You know, it's kind of like every year we play them, I'd say it's like looking in a mirror. You know, they play really good man-to-man defense. They play a little bit of matchup zone, and then offensively a lot of motion, but they don't beat themselves. Very similar to what we do.
So you play this game tonight, then you're off through the weekend up until Tuesday when the big one, the regional, to get to the state tournament. So what do you look like, or what do you look for in this game? And, you know, again, just getting set for the start of the postseason next week.
Well, we had a really tough stretch. We went to Wheeling Park, Parkersburg South, and Martinsburg, and then I had senior night in between there in 1 week's time span. So we were a pretty tired group, I think, mentally and physically. So we've had, you know, 3 or 4 days here to get ready for this one. So I'm anxious to see how we do coming out fresh. And, you know, I'd like what we've seen in practice. We'll see if we can put it on the floor. And then, you know, like I said, we'll look at the film after tonight. It's a great film. You'll see where exactly you kind of stand going into the tournament and try to make some corrections moving forward.
What are the keys tonight? What do you have to do to come out with a win?
I think, you know, we just got to play our style of ball. We can't turn the ball over. We got to be really thorough on offense and share it and spread it. I think if we do that, we're hard to guard because we have so many guys in double figures. And then defensively, we got to hold them to one shot. We got to find their shooters, and we got to find Lewis, and we got to get a body on them. Like I said, hold them to one shot, and not let them have any extra ones.
Coach, we appreciate the visit. Good luck tonight.
All right, thanks a lot.
Morgantown coach Dave Tallman will take a break. We've got more coming up on the pregame after this on WHAR.
You own a boat because you love spending time on the water. Choose the outboard that allows you to make the most of it. Honda Marine's legendary reliability, ease of maintenance, and powerful performance keep you going strong. And they're all backed by the peace of mind protection of the industry's best limited warranty. Visit your Honda Marine dealer today and find out why it's more than an engine. It's your time on the water.
There's a place where innovation becomes transformation, where you'll find that education is not just about learning, but about being excited to learn. A place to feel at home. Pursue dreams and prepare for careers. Build lifelong friendships. And a place where you'll be encouraged and mentored along your journey. Discover your future. Get ready to soar. The University of Charleston.
Morgantown against George Washington tonight from Morgantown High. And the starting lineups will be introduced here prior to the start of the game. Morgantown 17-2. Again, the losses at Parkersburg South and home to Spring Mills. The Mohigans average 70.7 points per game. They gave up 43.8 points per game. GW, very good defensive team as well. GW allowing an average of 43.6 points per game. And GW averages just under 67 points per game. So in that sense, the numbers are even. George Washington starters, Jeffrey Harris. He's a 6'1", 163-pound senior, averaging 6 points and 2.5 assists per contest. Harris has hit 12 threes. GW's top shooter is Gale Lamb, a 6'2", 170-pound senior. Lamb with 44 made threes on the year. He averages 13.9 points, 3.6 rebounds per game. Chuck Kelly is a 6'1", 180-pound junior. Kelly at 6.8 points per game, 4.3 rebounds per game, 2.5 assists per game. Freshman Dominic Sprouse in the starting lineup for GW. Sprouse, 6'1", 160, again a freshman. He's hit 25 threes on the season. That's second most on the club. Sprouse averaging 6.8 points per game. And the big man inside, Noah Lewis, 6'7", 205 pounds. He's a junior. Lewis averaging 17.2 points per game and 9.2 rebounds per game, so just shy of a double-double. And a very familiar starting lineup for Morgantown. The starting five led by senior Marty Johnson. And Johnson, a 6-foot senior, averaging 12 points, 2.7 rebounds, 5.3 assists per contest. And Johnson, excellent in terms of assist to turnovers. He has 101 assists on the season and just 40 turnovers. So Marty Johnson, the senior leader of this group, he's got 19 three-pointers on the year. DeMarcus Bandy, the 6'2 senior, also with 19 three-pointers on the year. Bandy averaging 9.4 points and 4.2 rebounds per game. Max Fry starts in the backcourt as well, 6'2 sophomore. And Fry averaging 11.5 points per game, 3.7 rebounds, and about 1.5 assists per game. Brady Savage starts inside. Savage, a 6'4 senior, averaging 9.4 points. He's the leading rebounder at 7.1 rebounds per game. And Waylon Callistra, the 6'6 junior, averaging 11.9 points and 5.7 rebounds per game. So Johnson, Bandy, Fry, Savage, and Callistra for Morgantown. Morgantown's leading three-point shooter actually comes off the bench. That's Marcus Goins. He's hit 27 threes on the year. Harris, Lamb, Kelly, Sprouse, and Lewis, the starters for George Washington. And we are set to go. Lewis jumping it up against Callistra. Ball is in the air, we're underway. And the tip controlled by George Washington. That's how this game starts. Marty Johnson guarding Jeffrey Harris. Harris gives the ball up. Here's Kelly dribbling with it. Out front, Sprouse on the right wing. It goes to Lewis. Lewis dribbles to the foul line, pulls up. His 15-footer is in and out. An offensive rebound for George Washington. Chuck Kelly brought that down, and we've got our first foul of the contest. It goes on Morgantown's Waylon Callistra. So it'll be George Washington ball. That shot right at the foul line from Lewis rattled in and out. So George Washington will throw it in and get it in beyond the three-point arc. Here's Lamb driving the baseline. Ball knocked away, stolen by the Mohigans. Back the other way. Callistra has it knocked out of his hands. It goes out of bounds. Jeffrey Harris hustled back and made the defensive play. So Morgantown will throw it in. The Mohigans throw it in deep to Marty Johnson right in front of the George Washington bench. Comes around a screen, gives the ball up. Here's Bandy, a three out of the left corner. It's blocked by Lewis. The ball comes back to Bandy. So a reset for the Mohigans. Here's Johnson dribbling in that block M. Johnson with the right hand. Calls out the play. 45 seconds in. Morgantown with its first possession. Right corner, here's Fry. Fry up the sidelines to Callistra. Callistra back to Fry. Fry dribbling with the left hand. He centers the ball up. Fry between the legs, gives it on the left blocks to Savage. Savage passes it all the way through Bandy. Bandy, a no-look pass to Callistra. Callistra, overhead pass. Good catch by Bandy, who drives in the lane. His shot rolls on the rim, no good. And Bandy tips it up and in. Morgantown up 2-0. Bandy on the rebound baskets. GW with its second possession. Here is Harris off the Lamb for a three. It's off the rim, no good. Rebound. Strong grab by Savage. He gets the ball in the hands of Johnson into the front court. Johnson open for three. Shot is up off the back of the rim, no good. Lamb clears that rebound and heads the other way. 2-0 Morgantown. Gale Lamb dribbling with the basketball, guarded by Bandy. Cross court right, it goes to Lewis. Lewis pulling Savage out from the basket. He drives to the baseline and travels. A little hop step there by Noah Lewis. And GW has turned the ball over twice here in the first couple of minutes. 2-0 Morgantown, 2 minutes gone. Marty Johnson will walk it up as he shoots a glance at veteran coach Dave Tallman. Johnson crosses over, pushes it ahead to Callistra. Now Fry gives it off to Bandy. Bandy bounces it to Savage. It's tapped away. Savage dives for the loose ball, and it goes out of bounds at the GW bench. And it looked like Savage took a shot to the back of the head there. He's up shaking his head a little bit, but he's okay. Back to play defense. George Washington has it. Not much offense early. 2-0 Morgantown. Johnson bumps Harris. Harris gets it across the time stripe. Bounce pass to Lewis out near the center jump circle. Harris has it now. Harris closely guarded. Gives it off to Sprouse. Sprouse pulls up his dribble right of the lane. Pass back out to Lamb. Morgantown really pushing out this man-to-man, doing a great job. Here's Harris, guarded by Bandy. Bandy all over it. Gives the ball up to Lamb. Lamb drives to the elbow, bounces it right baseline from the short corner. Sprouse misses. Offensive rebound. Put back attempt by Kelly, no good. Rebound cleared by Savage. He gives it to Johnson. Johnson pushes it ahead to Fry. Bandy out of the corner. Skips it out front. Now in the lane to Savage. Savage to Callistra. Callistra drives into the lane, up with the right hand. Shot no good, but a foul that stops the clock with 4:51 to go in this first quarter. First foul of the game on George Washington. It goes on Chuck Kelly. And that's his first. Callistra trying to finish at the rim as he drove down the heart of the lane. Shot no good, but we've got Callistra at the foul line. He hits the first free throw. Callistra at 74% from the line on the year. 3-0 Morgantown. Second shot. This one's up and it's in. Callistra gets 2. 4-0 Morgantown. Three-quarter court pressure applied by the Mohigans. George Washington brings it up. Here's a mid-range jumper from 17, left of the lane by Lamb, no good. Rebound Bandy. Morgantown on the run, Fry down the floor, gets it stripped and stolen. Nicely done by Harris, but Bandy takes it right back. Bandy shot, up and in, and a foul. George Washington had secured possession of the basketball, but DeMarcus Bandy stole it right back. And he finishes from underneath. Bandy with those quick hands. He put it up and in off the glass, drew the foul. And Bandy with a conventional three-point play as the free throw goes. 7-0 Morgantown on the Bandy three-point play. Approaching the midway point of the first quarter. Here's Savage knocking the ball out of bounds right at the scores table. A reset for George Washington. That last foul on Harris, that's his first. GW throws it in. Lewis posting up at the right elbow. Now he pops all the way out near center court to get the ball. Lewis with it. Jump pass down underneath. Kelly has it. Kelly works himself too far under the basket, throws the ball off the body of a Morgantown player. And GW will reset. 3:58 to go first quarter. 7-0 Morgantown with the first quarter lead. Sprouse will throw it in, gets it to Lewis. Lewis in the lane, up and under shot, no good. Rebound tapped up off the backboard, and it goes out of bounds. It'll stay with George Washington. Good look inside for Lewis that time, but he couldn't finish. And the ball stays with the Patriots. 7-0 Morgantown, 3:50 to go first quarter. Lob into Lewis in the short corner. He'll turn and shoot it up from 16 feet. No good. Rebound Callistra. Callistra to Johnson. Pass ahead to Fry. Fry on the baseline. And we've got a whistle. Offensive foul. Whistled on Max Fry as Sprouse slid in to draw that charge. Fry commits his first. Morgantown to the bench. Colin Ridgway into the game. Fry into the defender on that right baseline. George Washington throws it in. 3:35 to go. And the Patriots have yet to score. Harris with the left hand into the front court. Stops against Johnson. Whips it down underneath to Kelly. Kelly can't shoot. Now he forces it up. It's no good. Savage had Lewis boxed out nicely. Rebound to Morgantown. Here's Johnson in the lane at the other end. His shot with the left hand is in. Timeout. George Washington. 30-second timeout. As Morgantown leads it 9-0. Morgantown got it deep in the lane that time. And they finish right at the rim. 9-0 Mohigans. Marty Johnson taking it down the left side of the lane and putting it up with the left hand. And it's good. Johnson with 4. DeMarcus Bandy has the three-point play. And Waylon Callistra with 2 free throws. So the Mohigans with 3 field goals. They're 3 of 3 from the foul line in the early going. And Morgantown leads this game 9-0 with 3:12 left in the first quarter. And Morgantown has gone to the bench. Colin Ridgway, 5'9" sophomore, into the game. He averages about 4.5 points per game. And also Cameron Kellogg into the game as well. Kellogg number 10, Ridgway number 55. Johnson, Bandy, and Savage stay in the game for the Mohigans among their starters. GW throws it in. 3 minutes to go first quarter, 9-0 Mohigans. Here's Kelly into the front court. Passes it ahead to Harris. Harris double team. Ball off the hands of Kelly, out of bounds. That's turnover number 4 on George Washington in the first 5 minutes of this game. And GW will sub. This is Brown into the game for the Patriots as Harris goes out. Morgantown ball up 9-0. 2:58 to go in the first quarter. Ball inbounds to Johnson. Johnson picked up by Brown. Brown, a Savage screen. They switch off on him. As the 6'7" Lewis now guarding Marty Johnson. He wants to take him to the basket. Johnson hemmed in, kicks it out. Kellogg a three. It's off the rim, no good. Rebounded by Lewis. The outlet to Brown. Brown pitches it ahead. Here's Lamb into the lane. Lamb, good pass. Kelly puts it up and in. He's fouled. He'll go to the line. So Chuck Kelly gets the first points for George Washington at the 2:32 mark. And a foul on Kellogg. That's his first. George Washington on the board. And Chuck Kelly goes to the line. Free throw is up and good. So the Kelly three-point play makes it 9-3. Here's some pressure applied, a tipped ball. As Brown got his hand on it, Kelly got the steal. George Washington back in the front court. Here's Lamb, head of the key. They tried to lob it to Lewis. It's tipped away, stolen by Morgantown. Savage looks for a guard, finds Marty Johnson. 9-3 Morgantown, 2 minutes to play in the first quarter. Johnson bounces it on the wing to Kellogg. Kellogg tried to get it back to Johnson. It went past Johnson, but Ridgway was there to scoop it up. Now Marty Johnson, the senior, has it again, dribbling with the right hand. Johnson, hard drive, hook pass, Bandy down the lane, shot up, around the rim, no good. Rebound tipped and controlled by Lewis. He's harassed and fouled with 1:44 to go. Foul on DeMarcus Bandy. That'll be his first. George Washington to the bench again. Matthew Mullen, 5'11" junior, into the game. And also Tyler Maddox. So some fresh legs in there for George Washington. Morgantown coming with the pressure. 1:40 left in the opening quarter. 9-3, Morgantown in front. Moving it forward, Mullen double team, ball knocked away. Here's Ridgway back, breakaway layup, shot no good. Great defensive play as Brown got back to break that play up. GW with it, they whip it down underneath. Lewis traveled with it. Lewis came in for a dunk, but took the extra step. George Washington had the ball right under the basket, and they pitched it out to Lewis, and Lewis took that extra step. It was Maddox who had it right underneath the basket and chose to find Lewis. Lewis came flying in for the dunk, but he was whistled for the travel. Ball back to Morgantown, 9-3 Mohigans. Here is Kellogg, out to Johnson, the pitch to Bandy, whistle, and a block. Bandy at the right elbow made contact with the defender Mullen, and the foul is whistled on Matthew Mullen. That's his first. 1:03 left in the quarter. Mullen standing his ground there at the right elbow. So Morgantown will throw it in with this 6-point lead. Marty Johnson on the baseline. He throws it in. Kellogg, catch and shoot three. No good. Kellogg, after he released the shot, got knocked to the floor by Gale Lamb. So Kellogg will have 3 free throws coming up. That shot was well out of his hand. Lamb trying to close out on the play, knocked him down. He was in the air, came down on top of Kellogg. So 3 free throws for Cameron Kellogg, who's at 91% on the year, but he misses the first one here. Mohigans up by 6, 9-3, 2 more for Cameron Kellogg. Kellogg averaging 3.5 points per game. He makes the second. There's Alex Himes into the game as Bandy will sit down for the final minute of quarter number 2. Kellogg has split the first 2. Here's the third. The lefty puts it up. No good. Missed 2 out of 3. Rebound Lewis. 10-3. That's the Morgantown lead. George Washington in the backcourt. Bring it forward. Head of the key, this is Brown. Brown hangs in the air and scores from just inside the foul line. Brown gets his first 2 of the game. Second field goal of the game for George Washington. It's 10-5. 30 seconds to go. Ridgway with it. Center jump circle, gives it off to Kellogg. Now to Savage. Savage again pulling Lewis away from the basket. Pass off to Himes. Morgantown wants to hold for the final shot. Ridgway dribbling in the center, jump circle, cross court left, it goes to Savage. Savage to Johnson, clock down to 10 seconds. Johnson drifts left. Johnson on the dribble, crosses over. Johnson outside the lane, tries a scoop shot, it's no good. Rebounded by Kellogg, he gets it to Savage. Shot up, misses the rim at the buzzer. We played one quarter. And it is Morgantown 10, George Washington 5. This is high school basketball coverage on Metro News.
The efforts to build a stronger West Virginia, the High Technology Foundation has a proven plan to strengthen and diversify our state's economy. The I-79 Technology Park's high-capacity infrastructure continues to attract advanced federal operations that are driving economic growth. This keeps our young, educated residents in the state and brings West Virginians home. The High Technology Foundation, building a stronger West Virginia. Learn more today at WVHTF.org.
Slam into spring with the smackdown of savings at Go-Mart. Are you ready? Now through the end of April, Slim Jim and C4 are pairing up as the ultimate tag team to deliver bonus rewards points. Each purchase of a specially marked item earns you a Powerbomb token. Collect all 5 tokens to be named the heavyweight champion and score 2,500 bonus reward points. So step into the ring and lay the smackdown on savings. Download the Go-Mart app and start earning today.
Start of the second quarter, 10-5. Morgantown leads George Washington. And GW in that first quarter, just 2 field goals, and they turned the ball over 7 times. So head coach Rick Green can't be happy about that. 7 turnovers, that's the bad news. The good news is the Patriots are only down by 5 points. Morgantown has the ball to begin quarter number 3. Up 10-5. Here's Marty Johnson. Fry head of the key. Fry back into the game, takes it into the lane, turns, shoots it up, off balance, shot no good. A rebound Maddox of George Washington. He brings it himself into the front court. Gives the ball off to Brown. Now Lewis. Lewis at the left elbow. Lewis out to Maddox. Morgantown very good with the half-court man-to-man. Lewis bodied up by Savage, takes him baseline, shot up no good. Lewis tips it up, can't get it to fall, and Savage gets the second rebound. Here's a pass down the floor. Callistra had it knocked away. He recovers in the lane, puts it up, he scores and draws the foul. Callistra had it knocked away, but he recovered, went up quickly and scored, drew the foul on Gale Lamb. Lamb commits his second. Loose ball in the lane. Lewis spilled to the floor, and Callistra picked it up, went up strong and scored. 12-5, that's the Morgantown lead. Callistra with 4. Chance for a conventional 3-point play. Again, Noah Lewis was down in the lane, so they clear up the moisture there. And Callistra's ready to shoot the free throw. Morgantown scored the first 9 points of this game. And the Mohigans currently lead 12-5. Callistra makes it 13-5. Again, Morgantown with the 3-quarter court pressure. George Washington with Kelly getting it across this time. He's trapped right inside of midcourt, loses the ball. They dive for it, whistle and a tie-up. DeMarcus Bandy, Johnson all in there as they tie up the GW player. Dual possession. The Patriots keep it. 1 minute, 3 seconds gone, second quarter, 13-5, Morgantown in front. Ball inbounds. This is Brown with it for GW. Morgantown has gone zone here. A 2-3 zone. Here's Brown, head of the key. Left wing, 3-point shot up off the rim. Maddox missed it. Weak side rebound, Bandy. Bandy into the front court. Bounce pass is intercepted. Kelly picked it off. Third Morgantown turnover. GW back the other way. Kelly picked up by Fry. Morgantown back into the man-to-man. Here is Maddox, guarded by Callistra. Callistra to Lewis. Lewis baseline. Puts it up and in. Off the right baseline from about 10 feet. Noah Lewis averages over 17 points per game. He gets his first 2 here tonight. 13-7, Morgantown in front. 2 minutes gone, second quarter. Marty Johnson pushed out by Brown. Hook pass to Savage. Head of the key. Savage spins, puts it on the floor, one hands it to Bandy. Bandy bounces it, baseline, Callistra. His shot blocked from behind by Lewis, and the ball goes out of bounds. Lewis got the block as the ball went out of bounds. Sprouse back in there. Lewis rejecting the shot from Callistra from behind. Johnson throws it in. Callistra wide open. A breakdown there as Callistra ran to the ball and was absolutely wide open for the lay-in. 15-7 Morgantown, scoring off the inbounds play. George Washington brings it into the front court. Here's Maddox. Maddox to Brown. Brown has it. Steps into a 3, doesn't shoot. Guarded by Fry. Right wing it goes. Morgantown switching defenses again. Lewis finds a man all alone down underneath. That's Chuck Kelly. Great feed from the big man. Lewis to Kelly. Kelly has 5. It's 15-9. Here's Bandy. He's cut off at the foul line. Bandy gives it to Marty Johnson. Left corner, Callistra. Dribbling with the right hand. Callistra finds Bandy. Short corner. Bandy spins on the baseline. Double team. Kicks it out. Johnson wide open 3, and it's in. Marty Johnson with 7. His 20th three-pointer of the year. Timeout, George Washington. 32nd timeout with 4:49 left in this second quarter. Good ball movement for the Mohigans. It led to a wide open look for Marty Johnson. Bandy on that left baseline. They ran a double team at him, and his jump pass skipped out to Marty Johnson for the wide open 3-point bucket. And the lead is back to 9 for Morgantown at 18-9. Again, Marty Johnson's 20th three-pointer of the year. Johnson with 7 points tonight, averaging just over 12 points per game, and he's one of those guys that fills up the stat sheet. 5.5 assists, 2.5 steals, almost 3 rebounds per game, 101 assists on the year. 18-9 Morgantown, 4:49 to go. Coach Rick Green has used 2 timeouts here, 2 30s in the first half. Again, Morgantown coming with the three-quarter court pressure. GW advances it. They run a trap at Harris right at midcourt. He's in trouble, and they reach in and tie him up. Harris used his dribble up just inside of midcourt, and Morgantown was all over that. They trap him using the midcourt stripe as the third defender, and George Washington turns it over for the 8th time tonight. They had 7 in the first quarter. That's the first turnover here in the second quarter. Callistra on the wing. Morgantown looking to go up by 10 plus. Johnson gives it to Savage. Handoff back to Johnson. Johnson puts it on the floor, spins. Johnson down the lane, stumbles, and shot blocked out of bounds. Maddox got that one and blocked it out of bounds with 4:15 left in the second quarter. Maddox coming over and rejecting that shot. Marty Johnson throws it in left of the basket. Johnson to a wide open Fry. Fry fakes to 3, dribbles in the lane, scoop shot, no good, offensive foul. And the charge drawn by Harris of George Washington. So Fry commits his second, he'll go out, Ridgeway back in. Fry drove in and tried to roll that ball, the finger roll up on the rim, called for the offensive foul. Midway through quarter number 2, Morgantown leading George Washington 18-9. Here's Lewis, bodied up by Savage in the blocks. Pump fakes. Lewis traveled with it. Savage stopped him. Callistra came over to double team. And Lewis traveled. Morgantown has it back. Another chance to go up by double digits here with 3:50 to go in the first half. Savage beyond the three-point arc. Bounces it. Head of the key, Ridgeway. Ridgeway Ridgway at the elbow, into the lane. And a whistle and a foul. That one against Harris. Harris commits his second. So Harris will come out with 2 fouls. Brown back in. Morgantown's ball up 18-9. Johnson lobs it in to Bandy. Between the circles, back to Johnson. Johnson spins in the lane, leans in, scores, and draws the foul. Marty Johnson again, getting the ball deep into the lane and scoring 2. That foul on Brown, that's his first. And Marty Johnson to the free throw line. He's got 9 points in this first half. Morgantown up by 11. Shot no good. And we've got a rebound as Lewis had the Morgantown player boxed out. A foul on the rebound. It'll go on Ridgway. That's his first. 20-9. Johnson has scored 5 in a row for the Mohigans as they build on this lead, and they come with the pressure. Johnson and Ridgway in the backcourt. George Washington crosses over with Kelly. Kelly gives it off to Brown. Hook pass, Brown has it. Brown bounce pass in the lane, going up. Shot up off the rim, that's Kelly, no good. Tipped up Lewis. Lewis with 4. 20-11 Morgantown. Back the other way, Mohigans, Ridgway spinning on the wing. Ridgway gives it back out to Johnson for a reset of the offense. Under 3 minutes to play first half. Johnson, cross court left, Ridgway. Ridgway to Bandy in front of the Morgantown student section. Back out front, they swing it right side. Now in the corner, here's Calistro. Calistro, overhead pass to Ridgway. Ridgway to Marty Johnson in front of the George Washington bench. Johnson spins, stumbles, recovers, takes it in the lane. Tries to lob it to Bandy. Bandy was going right, the pass went left, but Savage ran down the loose ball. Timeout, Morgantown. Morgantown takes the 30-second timeout with 2:29 left in this first half. Mohigans 20 and George Washington 11. Offense a little bogged down there for Morgantown. And Coach Dave Tallman takes the 30-second timeout. Marty Johnson leading all scorers with 9 points tonight. Waylon Calistro has 7. And Morgantown has held Noah Lewis to 4. A couple of field goals for Lewis, including a tip-in of a miss earlier in the second quarter. George Washington still in the huddle. And Morgantown comes out with Ridgway, Savage, Calistro, Johnson, and Bandy, who will throw it in on the far sideline. 2:29 to play first half, 20-11, Morgantown in front. Here is Bandy, again in front of the George Washington bench. Off to Marty Johnson. Johnson guarded by Brown. Johnson to Ridgway, left corner Bandy. The defender flies by. Bandy drove baseline, bounced it across to Savage, who scores. Brady Savage, his first 2. 22-11, Morgantown in front. Lewis catches. Lewis has it back slapped by Bandy out of bounds. Good pass down the floor to the big man Lewis. On TV, we see the replay of that great bounce pass across the lane made by DeMarcus Bandy. Morgantown High denies the inbounds pass to Lewis. There's Savage right there. It's deflected out of bounds on the sideline. 11-point Morgantown lead with 1:55 to go in this first half of play. Ball comes inbounds to Brown, picked up by Marty Johnson. Here's Lewis, 17 feet from the goal. He gets it, takes it down the lane, shot up with the left hand and in. Nice touch and a nice drive for the 6'7" Lewis. 22-13, that's the Morgantown lead. Ridgway bounces it to Savage. Comes left side to Bandy. The cutter is Johnson. He catches, takes it in on Savage, or on Lewis, I should say. Shot no good. Lewis altered that shot. Rebound GW. Down quickly. Pull up jumper left to the lane by Kelly. It's no good. DeMarcus Bandy rebounds. Bandy gets it ahead to Johnson. Down to 1:05 to play, second quarter. 22-13, ball deflected. Brown with the steal. Took it away from Johnson at the other end. His shot good. Johnson, or I should say Brown with the steal from Johnson, and he finishes in the lane. 22-15, the advantage for Morgantown. Here's Savage. Lewis gambled, and Savage drove in. The help defender committed the foul. Lewis blocked the shot over the top. But a foul underneath on George Washington. That's Chuck Kelly. And it'll put Brady Savage at the free throw line. Morgantown up by 7 with 46 seconds to play in this first half. Savage at the free throw line as Morgantown pulls 3 players off the lane. Savage up and in. That one looked pretty good. Savage at just 40% from the line on the year. But he was perfect with that one. 23-15. Second shot for the Morgantown big man. It is up, no good, off the back of the rim. Rebounded by Maddox. Maddox gives it off to Brown. Final 40 seconds of the first half. Sprouse gives it off to Lewis. Out from the basket, guarded by Savage. Lewis drives, shot up high off the backboard and in. Savage fought his way through a screen, but Lewis got it in deep and finished high off the backboard. 23-17 Morgantown. 15 seconds left. Savage gives it to Callistra. Callistra drives. Callistra off the backboard, no good. Savage tips it up once, tips it up twice. It won't fall. 6 seconds left. Callistra runs it down. Callistra drives, gets tangled up. He's called for an offensive foul. Lewis drawing that charge. Callistra commits his second, and the ball to George Washington with 2.2 seconds left in the half. The drive by Callistra and a tangle of bodies. Here's a half-court shot at the buzzer, hoisted up by Sprouse. It is no good. And we go to the half with Morgantown leading George Washington 23-7. We're back with a recap in a moment. This is high school basketball on Metro News.
Time into spring with the smackdown of savings at Go-Mart. Are you ready? Now through the end of April, Slim Jim and C4 are pairing up as the ultimate tag team to deliver bonus rewards points. Each purchase of a specially marked item earns you a Powerbomb token. Collect all 5 tokens to be named the heavyweight champion and score 2,500 bonus reward points. So step into the ring and lay the smackdown on savings. Download the Go-Mart app and start earning today.
Welcome to Dan Cava GMC. Let's check out our luxury SUVs. Here we have the all-new 2025 four-wheel drive AT4 Yukon. This full-size SUV is adventure-ready and rocking a sleek new design. This is the all-new 2025 all-wheel drive Terrain Elevation. This vehicle is luxury for less. This is the 2024 all-wheel drive Acadia. It offers 3 spacious rows and seating for 7. Dan Cava GMC in Bridgeport. Shop Thora.
We're Panhandle Cleaning and Restoration, and we're gonna save you. We've got it down to a science, an absolute state of art. We do it all, restoration, cleaning, and reconstruction. When disaster strikes, just pick up the phone. We're Panhandle Cleaning and Restoration, and we're gonna save you.
We have the skill set internally to take almost any project from a concept all the way through to completion. We don't manufacture widgets. We do things that make a huge impact to society, so we take what we do very, very seriously. There's a great sense of satisfaction and accomplishment that you really contributed to society, really did your part to make where you are from a better place than it was before you came there.
A hospital that treats kids is not the same as a specialized children's hospital. That's why CAMC has provided the highest level of pediatric care to the most precious among us for decades. With specialists on site, it's reassuring to know that excellence is close. without having to travel further from home and family. Because a true children's hospital has more than just a few doctors and beds for kids. The entire hospital is dedicated to them.
We could all use a little more time outdoors with a fresh fall escape to West Virginia.
(23-17) Morgantown leads George Washington here at the half. Morgantown jumped out to a 9-0 lead. And part of that early surge, a couple of baskets by DeMarcus Bandy early. Waylon Callistra hit a couple of free throws. Marty Johnson, with his first two of the game, made it 9-0. George Washington got on the board on a Chuck Kelly three-point play. It was 10-5 at the end of one. Morgantown pushed that lead to 9 points on a Marty Johnson three-point shot. Johnson scored again. MHS went up 20-9. That was Morgantown's largest lead of the game. They led on a couple of instances by 11 points. And it's 23-17 here at the half. George Washington with 9 first half turnovers. No three-pointers for GW in that first half. They went 1 of 1 from the free throw line. Morgantown with 5 first half turnovers. MHS with the 1 3-point shot. And that was hit by Johnson. And MHS 6 of 10 from the foul line. Johnson leading all scorers with 9 points. Waylon Callistra has 7 points. DeMarcus Bandy with 3. Brady Savage with 3. And Cameron Kellogg with a free throw off the bench. George Washington led in the first half. Noah Lewis with 8 points. Chuck Kelly with 5. And those are the only 2 starters to score. Kelly and Lewis combining for 13, and Brown off the bench has 4. Morgantown has led the entire game. Again, they jumped out 9-0. Seems like it should be a little bit of a bigger lead for Morgantown. Both teams playing fairly well defensively in this contest. Morgantown's been very good with its half-court man-to-man and its three-quarter court trap. Again, George Washington with 9 turnovers in that first half, but GW certainly still in this contest as Morgantown leads George Washington 23-17 here at the break. We'll come back with second half action after this. This is high school basketball on Metro News.
In love with a new vehicle from Dan Cava Toyota Garage. With over 170 vehicles in stock and with a large selection of all-wheel drive hybrids, guarantee we have a vehicle that fits your needs. Whether it's finding the perfect vehicle or keeping yours running strong, we are committed to keeping you safe. Reliable cars, great service, and amazing deals. Dan Cava Toyota Road in Fairmont, shop the world.
Leading the efforts to build a stronger West Virginia, the High Technology Foundation has a proven plan to strengthen and diversify our state's economy. The I-79 Technology Park's high-capacity infrastructure continues to attract advanced federal operations that are driving economic growth. This keeps our young, educated residents in the state and brings West Virginians home. The High Technology Foundation, building a stronger West Virginia. Learn more today at WVHTF.org.
We have the skill set internally to take almost any project from a concept all the way through to completion. We don't manufacture widgets. We do things that make a huge impact to society, so we take what we do very, very seriously. There's a great sense of satisfaction and accomplishment that you really contributed to society, really did your part to make where you are from a better place than it was before you came there.
There's a place where innovation becomes transformation, where you'll find that education is not just about learning, but about being excited to learn. A place to feel at home. Pursue dreams and prepare for careers. Build lifelong friendships. And a place where you'll be encouraged and mentored along your journey. Discover your future. Get ready to soar. The University of Charleston.
U.S. News & World Report has named the WVU Heart and Vascular Institute as the highest-rated heart care program in West Virginia. The Heart and Vascular Institute serves all 55 counties of West Virginia, but our care goes far beyond our state lines. Because we believe extraordinary health care should know no boundaries. Discover why the award-winning WVU Heart and Vascular Institute is at the forefront of cardiac care, setting the pace for a healthier tomorrow here in West Virginia and beyond.
Final night of the regular season for boys high school basketball. Regional play begins for many teams coming up tomorrow night. The number one seeds like Morgantown and George Washington, both number one seeds in the regionals, they will play a regional final on Tuesday to go to the state tournament. Mohigans back out on the floor. We await the re-arrival of George Washington. We'll have the second half, the beginning of the second half coming up after this. This is high school basketball on Metro News.
I loved my education. It was wonderful, but there's nothing like being at the table. There's nothing like putting that set of plans together, learning from the people around you who've been doing it, and being immersed in actually seeing a product come to life, and never really treated like an intern. I was treated as a part of the team, and I fell in love with it.
Explore your future with the firm of First Choice at thethrashergroup.com.
West Virginia's largest restoration company is now in the heart of the Mountain State. With a location in Charleston, joining our branches in Wheeling, Morgantown, and Pittsburgh, we'll be there to help when you need it most. Our expert team and state-of-the-art equipment is ready to serve the Kanawha Valley 24 hours a day. From water damage to fire restoration, when disaster strikes your home or business, tell your insurance provider you prefer the restoration company the Mountaineers call. Panhandle Cleaning and Restoration.
Both teams back out on the floor for the start of the second half of play. George Washington, their team didn't come back out till just a few seconds left on that clock. Veteran coach Rick Green using the maximum amount of time in the locker room. Again, GW with 9 turnovers in that first half. And Morgantown leads this game 23-17. It'll be George Washington basketball to start quarter number 3. And each team with its starters in the game to begin the second half. Harris, Lamb, Kelly, Sprouse, Lewis for George Washington, Johnson, Bandy, Fry, Savage, Callistra for the Mohigans. Here's Harris on the baseline. Hemmed in by Fry, gets the ball to Kelly. Kelly down to his knees, scramble for it. He gets the loose ball, pushed to Sprouse. Now out front, there's a 3 by Noah Lewis. First three-pointer of the game for George Washington. Lewis hits it. We've got a one-possession game. So GW with a spark to begin quarter number 3. Morgantown with it. Fry. Fry down the lane. Fry leans in. Shot up. No good, but a foul. Foul on the freshman Sprouse. He commits his first. 23-20. Morgantown in front. Great job by the George Washington player to keep that last play alive. That was Kelly. And the ball eventually found its way out to Lewis for the 3. That's Lewis's 14th 3 of the year. Free throw by Fry is good. That's his first point tonight. Morgantown 7 of 11 from the free throw line. And the Mohigans lead this game 24-20. Second free throws up and in. So Fry hits 2, first points of the second half for the Mohigans. Again, three-quarter court pressure. George Washington in the backcourt. Jump pass ahead, caught by Kelly. Kelly turns, takes it in the lane, pitches it out. Lamb gives up a 3, gets it inside to Kelly. Now Lewis in the right corner. He'll shoot the 3. It's no good. Rebound on the weak side to Savage. He bounces it to Johnson, ahead to Bandy. Johnson lobs it over the defense to Savage. Now the handoff to Fry, who will bring it back out front, return it to Johnson. Minute 15 gone, third quarter. Morgantown 25, George Washington 20. We could very well see this matchup repeated at the state tournament. Savage catches, has it knocked away, recovers, throws it cross court to Callistra. Now back out front, Fry. Fry to Callistra, jab steps, gives it to Johnson, nearly traveled. Johnson takes it in, big jump step, shot no good, tipped up Callistra. Callistra gets it again and he scores. Callistra with 9, second chance opportunity by Morgantown. Mohigans back up by 7 after GW had cut it to 3. Lob into the front court, catch by Sprouse in front of the Patriots bench. Now Kelly, one hands it left side, Harris. Harris back out front to Lewis. Lewis, couple of dribbles, bounces it to Kelly. Kelly double team, Kelly spinning, skips it left side, Lamb, catch and shoot 3, off the rim, no good. High rebound for Bandy. Bandy throws it ahead to Johnson. 5:40 to go in the third, 7-point Morgantown lead. Mohigans have led by as many as 11. Callistra in front of the MHS bench. Now Johnson has it. Head of the key, Fry shoots a 3, in and out, no good. Rebound down to Kelly. Kelly zigzags his way into the front court. Kelly with the left hand outside the lane. Gets it to the trailer, Harris. Now off to Lamb. They lob it into Lewis. Lewis with position. He goes up and scores. Lewis with 13, 27-22. Morgantown in the lead. Here is Savage, off to Johnson. Johnson, baseline drive cut off. He throws the ball, almost threw it away, threw it right to Sprouse, but Sprouse was a little bit surprised there, and it went off of him out of bounds. Good move down low by Lewis. Lewis has 5 quick points here in this third quarter. Lob into Bandy, who skies for it, brings it down in front of Lamb. Morgantown with it in the half court. DeMarcus Bandy out front. Bandy gives it off to Johnson. Morgantown up by 5. Bandy on the right wing this time, guarded by Kelly. Head of the key. That's Savage. Pass off to Fry. Fry down the lane. Left-handed shot, no good. Rebound Kelly. He'll throw it ahead to Harris. Harris crosses over. Harris bounce pass to Lewis, guarded by Savage. Lewis on the dribble, outside the lane. He spins, goes up, draws contact. Foul against Savage, his first. Noah Lewis, 62% free throw shooter, will go to the line for the first time tonight. Lewis much more active in the second half, taking the ball right to Brady Savage. Lewis with a couple of field goals in the third quarter already, including a 3. The free throw's good. He's got 14. He had 8 in the first half. He's got 6 already in the first 3:45 of the third quarter. Second free throw, no good. Left it off the front of the rim, rebounded by Savage. Morgantown with a 4-point lead midway through the third. Here's Savage, cuts for the basket, good pass. Savage catches in the lane and finishes. Savage with 5. 29-23 Morgantown. Again against this pressure. In the backcourt, Sprouse gives it to Harris. Into the front court, Kelly brings it down. Kelly now drives, protects the ball, and goes up with the left hand and scores. Chuck Kelly with 7. 29-25 Morgantown. Here's Fry on the baseline. Underneath the basket, kicks it out. Callistra, one dribble, and his 17-footer's no good. Rebound to GW. Harris behind the back. He brings it forward. Harris still with it. Harris bounces it out to Lewis. 3:15 left in the third. 29-25 Morgantown. Lewis on the drive. They get it left side to Lamb. His 3-point shot no good. Rebound Johnson. Johnson heads up the far sideline. Passes it in the corner. Fry open on the baseline. Finds Savage. Savage no look pass. Callistra with the layup. Timeout Morgantown. Callistra finishes on the feed from Savage. The MHS lead is 31-25, 2:55 to go in the third. We're back after this. This is high school basketball on Metro News.
You have dreams. A better life, a better job, a better you.
So where do you start to build the skills necessary to get there?
At West Virginia State, you are not just a number, you are who you choose to be.
You receive personal attention from award-winning faculty.
You study in nationally recognized programs.
You learn the skills that will get you the job you know you can have.
No matter where you want to go
or what you want to do,
it starts at State.
I loved my education. It was wonderful, but there's nothing like being at the table. There's nothing like putting that set of plans together, learning from the people around you who've been doing it, and being immersed and actually seeing a product come to life. And never really treated like an intern. I was treated as a part of the team, and I fell in love with it.
Explore your future with the firm of First Choice at thethrashergroup.com.
Morgantown got the basket, called a quick timeout. Coach Dave Tallman sending his team back out onto the floor with the Mohigans up 31-25. 2:55 to go in the third quarter. GW bounces it in. Here's Harris in the backcourt. Some token pressure applied by Johnson. Harris still with it. Far side hash mark. Gives it off to Lewis. Left side it comes to Kelly. Kelly guarded by Fry. Kelly bounces it off right wing. Harris. Harris back head of the key. Sprouse off the Lamb in front of a standing Rick Green off the George Washington bench. Harris with it, overhead pass to Sprouse. Sprouse one dribble, open from 15, and he hits the jumper from the free throw line. Dominic Sprouse, his first two. Morgantown back the other way quickly. Fry up off the right baseline, shot no good, rebounded by Lewis. 31-27, that's the Mohigans' lead. There's an ill-advised pass by Sprouse, deflected and stolen by Morgantown. Back the other way come the Mohigans, leading by 4. Minute 56 left in quarter number 3. Marty Johnson with it, center jump circle, again guarded by Harris. Gives the ball off to Calistro. Head of the key it comes. Savage, left side, Bandy shoots a 3. No good, high rebound. Harris comes down with it, and he gets fouled. Reach and foul against Morgantown. We got subs anxious to come in. The official says, hold on. He'll make the foul call. It's against Bandy. That's his second. And now we've got substitutions. 3 in for George Washington. Ridgway in the game for Morgantown. Mullen back in there for the Patriots. Maddox is in there. And I believe Lamb was on the bench. He's back in there for GW. Minute and a half to go, third quarter. We got a tight one, 31-27 Morgantown. Forced the pass into Lewis. He kicks it out. Here's a 3, it's too strong. That shot missed. As Brown missed it, rebound Morgantown. Sideline pass Calistro, off to Johnson. Johnson drives with the left hand. Double team, gets rid of it. Bandy kicks it to Johnson. Fakes a 3, dribbles once. Now he'll shoot the 3, it's in. Marty Johnson with 12. His second 3 tonight. 34-27 Morgantown. Final minute of the third quarter. GW with it. Here's Brown out near center court. Brown dribbles towards the George Washington bench. Gives the ball up. Here's Lewis. On the baseline. Back out front it comes. Lamb left corner. 3-pointer is up. No good. That one missed. Shot missed by Mullen. Rebound Morgantown. Coach Dave Tallman says one shot. 25 seconds on the clock, and the Mohigans lead 34-27. Savage to Johnson, clock down to 15. Johnson will take the timeout. Coach Dave Tallman, a 30-second timeout off the Morgantown bench. So the Mohigans will set something up. Coach Dave Tallman senses this could be a very big momentum point in this game if the Mohigans can score in the final seconds of the third quarter. They're up 34-27, 14 seconds left. And each team with 3 timeouts left. Kellogg will come into the game for Morgantown. They put a shooter in there, Kellogg with 13 threes. 14 seconds left. 34-27. That's the lead for Morgantown. George Washington at one point had this down to a one-possession game. In fact, a couple of times in this third quarter, they were within a single possession. Morgantown has it at 34-27 as they come back onto the floor following the timeout. Ridgway will throw it in the backcourt to Johnson. They'll cross over with 10 seconds left in the quarter. Right corner, Ridgway. Up the sidelines to Johnson. Clock's at 6. Kellogg has it to Savage. Clock is at 3. Johnson at the hash mark. Outside the lane will force up the shot at the buzzer. It's no good. Well, whatever was designed did not come to fruition on the court. We head to the fourth. It's Morgantown 34, George Washington 27. This is high school basketball coverage on Metro News.
There's a place where innovation becomes transformation, where you'll find that education is not just about learning, but about being excited to learn. A place to feel at home. Pursue dreams and prepare for careers. Build lifelong friendships. And a place where you'll be encouraged and mentored along your journey. Discover your future. Get ready to soar. The University of Charleston.
You own a boat because you love spending time on the water. Choose the outboard that allows you to make the most of it. Honda Marine's legendary reliability, ease of maintenance, and powerful performance keep you going strong. And they're all backed by the peace of mind protection of the industry's best limited warranty. Visit your Honda Marine dealer today and find out why it's more than an engine. It's your time on the water.
Start of the fourth quarter, it is Morgantown 34 and George Washington 27. The Mohigans back out there with Callistra, Bandy, Ridgway, Fry, and Johnson. GW has Brown in the game, Lamb, Lewis, also in there Matthew Mullen, and Tyler Maddox. Ball into Morgantown as we're underway fourth quarter. Mohigans up 34-27. Here's Fry to Callistra. Left side, Bandy holds it on his right hip in front of the Morgantown bench. Pass intercepted. Stolen away. Racing to the other end. Brown. Shot no good. Rebound tipped up Lamb once, twice. No, but a foul. Foul on Morgantown. George Washington with a couple of opportunities from in close. The steal from Brown, or by Brown. He took it all the way in. Missed the shot. And the rebound tipped up on a couple of occasions, and he couldn't get it to fall. So Lamb will go to the free throw line here, and the shot is no good. Lamb's first trip to the free throw line. He's at 77% on the year. 34-27. Morgantown leading George Washington. Second free throw. This one, no good. Missed them both. Rebound of the Mohigans. Just underway, fourth quarter. Morgantown up 34-27. Here is Johnson to Bandy. Head of the key, Fry. Left side, Callistra. Bounce in the corner. Johnson has it. Couple of dribbles up the sideline. In the corner again. Ridgway turns and shoots a three. It's good. Colin Ridgway. His first points tonight, his 12th three-pointer on the year. And Morgantown up by 10, 37-27. Lamb tries to answer at the other end. His three off the right side of the rim, rebound Morgantown. Johnson, middle of the floor. Johnson bumped by Lamb, whistle and a foul. Lamb commits his third. Morgantown basketball with 6:54 left in the game. Here comes Harris back in. Here comes Sprouse back in. It'll be Morgantown ball with Ridgway. Far sideline. They'll throw it into the backcourt. And Marty Johnson will reset the offense. Johnson Guarded by Sprouse, takes him in the lane, pitches it out to Ridgway. Ridgway one dribble, shoots another three. It's no good. The ball hit the top of the backboard. Came down to Callistra, who scored. That rebound went high off the rim, hit the top of the backboard, came down. Callistra grabbed it and finished. And now we've got a whistle away from the ball, as GW will go to the bench. 39-27, Callistra with the rebound basket. This is Morgantown's largest lead of the game. GW throws it in. Down by 12, 6:20 left. GW came out with a surge early in the third. Morgantown has dominated the early stages of the fourth. Here's Lewis in the lane, lost the ball, but he was bumped from behind. That'll go on Callistra. That'll be his third. Bandy up off the bench. Callistra will come out. So Morgantown sizes down. It'll be Savage guarding the 6'7" Lewis now. George Washington lobs it into Lewis. Lewis at the elbow, spins, takes it to the basket, and scores. Lewis with 16, 8 in the second half. 39-29, Morgantown up by 10. Under 6 minutes to play. Here's Ridgway. Ridgway spinning. Beyond the three-point arc, gives it top of the key to Savage. Now Bandy. Bandy swings it low, puts it on the floor, takes it in the lane, hangs in the air, scores and draws the foul. DeMarcus Bandy, his first points of the second half, putting Morgantown back up by 12. And a free throw coming. Bandy drew the foul against Kelly. And Bandy goes to the line and completes the three-point play. 42-29 Morgantown. Lead continues to grow. 5.5 to play. Morgantown at 17-2. Here's Johnson reaching in on Lewis and committing a foul. Johnson's first. Brown back in for the Patriots. Kelly into the game as well. 5.5 left. Morgantown up 42-29. George Washington needs some quick offense here. Lewis sets the high screen for Harris. GW with it. They bounce it outside the lane left to Kelly. Kelly all the way through. Kicks right corner. Harris at three, no good. Rebound Kelly. Kelly hemmed in. Kelly gets it out to Brown. His three-point shot off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound Bandy. Quickly ahead to Johnson. Morgantown's going to spread the floor here. Johnson guarded by Harris. Gives it up to Savage. Left corner Bandy to Savage beyond the three-point arc. Whistle, and we've got a call on the baseline. And the ball's going to go to George Washington. So the Mohigans turn it over there. Ball to the Patriots with 4:50 to go. 42-29 Morgantown. Into the front court, Sprouse. Left side, Kelly. Out of the corner, Brown drives. Back out front. Good ball movement here. GW needs some shots to fall. Sprouse, right baseline to Lewis. Lewis drives in. Bounce pass. Kelly pump fakes. Goes up, scores, and draws the foul. Good pass out of traffic by Lewis. He found Kelly. And Kelly draws the foul. That's on Fry. That's his third. Fry goes out with three. Callistra comes back in with three. And a three-point play opportunity for Chuck Kelly. He can pull his team to within 10 with 4:28 to play. Kelly makes the free throw. Kelly at 69% on the year, 2 of 2 tonight. Here comes pressure applied by George Washington. Johnson splits 2 defenders. Gets it ahead in the front court to Ridgway. Back to Johnson. Ridgway has it again. 4:15 to play. 10-point lead Morgantown. Callistra beyond the three-point arc to Savage, who's double teamed. Back to Callistra. His three off the back of the rim. No good. Rebound tipped out by Ridgway to Johnson. Reset for Morgantown with half a quarter to go. Johnson on the drive. Johnson to Bandy. Bandy at the elbow. Big jump step. Kicks it to Ridgway. He's knocked down, shooting a three. Colin Ridgway will go to the line to shoot three. That foul on Sprouse, that's his second. Bandy creating the open look for Ridgway. And Ridgway hits the free throw. He's at 80% on the year. Morgantown can grow the lead from the line. Second free throw no good. It stands at 11. The Mohigans have led by as many as 13 in this fourth quarter. They've led the entire game. Third free throw good. Ridgway gets 2 of 3. 44-32 Morgantown. And Brown's back in the game for the Patriots. 3:53 to play. GW throws it in. Mohigans up by 12. Here is Brown. Brown takes it to the basket. Shot block, Callistra. Callistra controls the loose ball, gets it to Savage, now to Johnson. Mohigans will want to run clock here with 3:30 to play. Again, they spread the floor. Callistra pops out beyond the three-point arc to get it. His heel was on the sideline. So an unforced turnover there. Callistra with his right heel on the sideline. So the ball back to George Washington. 3:22 to go. 12-point Morgantown lead. Ball back to the Patriots. Again, both these teams top seeds in their regionals. They'll be off until Tuesday. Here is Lamb. Skip pass. Left side on the baseline, Kelly. Kelly takes it underneath the basket. Gets it to Lewis. Lewis is fouled by Callistra. That's Callistra's fourth. Callistra put his hands on the ball. Got a part of the wrist as well. So 4 on Callistra. And he will stay in there with 3 minutes to play. Lamb at the foul line. Or I should say Lewis at the foul line. Free throw, no good. 16 for Lewis. Now Callistra does come out as Fry replaces him. Second free throw for Noah Lewis. 1 of 3 from the line. 1 of 4 from the line. Savage, a strong rebound. He's double teamed, does get the outlet pass up to Ridgway. Ridgway crosses the time stripe. 12-point Morgantown lead, 2:48 to go. Ridgway guarded by Lamb, hook pass to Savage. Savage gives it off to Johnson. Johnson between the circles. Johnson takes it left of the lane, gives it off to Fry. Fry in the lane. He tries to split 2 defenders. He draws the foul. He'll go to the line with 2:33 left. Foul on Brown. Johnson setting up Fry for that drive. And the shot went off the rim. Fry at the free throw line. First one up and in. 3 of 3 from the line. Fry 78% on the year. Morgantown has shot free throws very well in the second half. Just 1 miss in the second half. And that trend continues. 46-32, largest lead of the game for Morgantown. It is 14 points with 2:20 to play. Here is Lamb to Lewis. Outside the three-point arc, spinning on the pivot foot. He drives into the lane. Backdoor bounce pass Kelly. Kelly brings it back out front. Morgantown up 46-32. Brown dribbles right, comes back left, gives it off to Lamb. Three-point shot, no good. And the ball out of bounds. The rebound bounced and hit off the baseline. It'll belong to Morgantown with exactly 2 minutes to play. Callistra back in there. Nope, make it Kellogg off the bench. So Kellogg returns. Veteran coach Rick Green, his team will be 18-4 heading into the regionals. unless GW pulls off a major miracle here in the final 2 minutes. Morgantown, hook pass ahead to Fry. Gets it to Kellogg, who doesn't drive. Morgantown interested in bleeding this clock here. We're down to 1:45 to go. Ball off the fingertips of Ridgway. The loose ball came to Johnson, and Johnson is fouled. Clock stopped with 1:44 to go. Foul on Harris, his third. And that's 5 team fouls. So Marty Johnson goes to the line to shoot 2. And Morgantown very good from the free throw line in the second half. And Johnson hits the first. Substitution here. Morgantown is 8 of 9, make it 9 of 10 from the line in the second half. 48-32 Mohigans with 1:40 left. Here's Harris on the drive, shot blocked, Savage. Loose ball to Harris. Harris leans in, he scores and draws the foul. Savage got the block shot. The loose ball came down to Lewis, who went up and scored. So Noah Lewis with 18, he'll go to the free throw line. Savage got the block shot and also the foul. Free throw is good. 19 for Lewis, including 11 in the second half. 48-35 Morgantown with 90 seconds left. Here is Fry dribbling with the right hand. Picked up by Lewis, goes around Lewis. Fry to Ridgway, right wing. Back head of the key, Johnson, he's fouled. That foul comes with 1:18 to go. Marty Johnson hit 2 free throws moments ago. He's right back at the line. 2 shots for Johnson. And there's just the second miss of the game in the second half for Morgantown from the line. Maddox back in for George Washington. Callistra comes in for Kellogg. Callistra had been on the bench with 4 fouls. Back in there for the final 1:18. Johnson makes the second. Minute 15 to play. George Washington in the half court. Here's Maddox. Ball off to Brown. Brown to Lewis. 15-foot jumper from the foul line, no good. He battles for his own rebound. It's loose. Scooped up by Morgantown. And the Mohigans head the other way. Here's Callistra on the feet from Johnson. He scores and draws the foul. Callistra finishing this one off for the Mohigans. He's got 15 points. Marty Johnson with the nifty assist across the lane. And Callistra draws the foul. Conventional 3-point play. It's in the books. Callistra was 16. 52-35 Morgantown with 52 seconds left. Lewis worked it down close. Callistra altered that shot. Rebound to Johnson. They foul Marty Johnson right at midcourt with 43 seconds left. Johnson will head right back to the free throw line. The lefty hits the first. 16 points for Johnson, 7 in the second half. Second free throw. This one is up and in. Kellogg back in for Savage. Final 43 seconds. Morgantown will be right back home Tuesday night for a regional final game to go to the state tournament. Here's a 3 pushed up, too strong, missed by Maddox, rebound Callistra. Ridgway moves it ahead, and a reach-in foul. That'll put Ridgway to the free throw line with 29 seconds left. Free throw by Ridgway is good. Great job by Ridgway off the bench tonight. The only points off the bench have come from Colin Ridgway. He's got 6. Make it 7. 2 of 2 from the line. 56-35 Morgantown. Final 24 seconds. 3 put up by Sprouse, no good. A rebound Morgantown. They're going to foul again. With 17 seconds left. And Ridgway will go to the free throw line. More free throws for Morgantown, and it's good. (56-35). Ridgway hits 2 more. Final 15 seconds here. Morgantown up 57-35. On the baseline, Kelly hemmed in. They bring it back out front. Here is Brown, his runner in the lane, too strong. Rebound batted and taken. 3-point shot at the buzzer by Sprouse is no good. Morgantown, a dominant fourth quarter. The Mohigans win it over George Washington, 57-35. Stay with us, we'll wrap it up in a moment. This is high school basketball on Metro News.
Welcome to Dan Cava GMC. Let's check out our luxury SUVs. This is the all-new 2025 all-wheel drive Terrain Elevation. This vehicle is luxury for less, now as low as $33,000. Here we have the all-new 2025 four-wheel drive AT4 Yukon. The 20-inch all-terrain tires make this SUV ready for any slick or off-road conditions. Come see our all-new redesigned SUVs at Dan Cava GMC in Bridgeport. Shop the world!
Slam into spring with the smackdown of savings at Go-Mart. Are you ready? Now through the end of April, Slim Jim and C4 are pairing up as the ultimate tag team to deliver bonus rewards points. Each purchase of a specially marked item earns you a Powerbomb token. Collect all 5 tokens to be named the heavyweight champion and score 2,500 bonus reward points. So step into the ring and lay the smackdown on savings. Download the Go-Mart app and start earning today.
We have the skill set internally to take almost any project from a concept all the way through to completion. We don't manufacture widgets. We do things that make a huge impact to society, so we take what we do very, very seriously. There's a great sense of satisfaction and accomplishment that you really contributed to society, really did your part to make where you are from a better place than it was before you came there.
Slam into spring with the smackdown of savings at Go-Mart. Are you ready? Now through the end of April, Slim Jim and C4 are pairing up as the ultimate tag team to deliver bonus rewards points. Each purchase of a specially marked item earns you a Powerbomb token. Collect all 5 tokens to be named the heavyweight champion and score 2,500 bonus reward points. So step into the ring and lay the smackdown on savings. Download the Go-Mart app and start earning today.
Welcome to Dan Cava GMC. Let's check out our luxury SUVs. Here we have the all-new 2025 four-wheel drive AT4 Yukon. This full-size SUV is adventure-ready and rocking a sleek new design. This is the all-new 2025 all-wheel drive Terrain Elevation. This vehicle is luxury for less. This is the 2024 all-wheel drive Acadia. It offers 3 spacious rows and seating for 7. Dan Cava GMC in Bridgeport. Shop the world!
Leading the efforts to build a stronger West Virginia, the High Technology Foundation has a proven plan to strengthen and diversify our state's economy. The I-79 Technology Park's high-capacity infrastructure continues to attract advanced federal operations that are driving economic growth. This keeps our young, educated residents in the state and brings West Virginians home. The High Technology Foundation, building a stronger West Virginia. Learn more today at WVHTF.org.
West Virginia's largest restoration company is now in the heart of the Mountain State. With a location in Charleston, joining our branches in Wheeling, Morgantown, and Pittsburgh, we'll be there to help when you need it most. Our expert team and state-of-the-art equipment is ready to serve the Kanawha Valley 24 hours a day. From water damage to fire restoration, when disaster strikes your home or business, tell your insurance provider you prefer the official restoration partner of Marshall Athletics, Panhandle Cleaning and Restoration.
There's a place where innovation becomes transformation, where you'll find that education is not just about learning, but about being excited to learn. A place to feel at home. Pursue dreams and prepare for careers. Build lifelong friendships. And a place where you'll be encouraged and mentored along your journey. Discover your future. Get ready to soar. The University of Charleston.
57-35, Morgantown beats George Washington tonight. This is a game that Morgantown led wire to wire. The Mohigans jumped out 9-0 in this game. They led 13-5 at the end of one. It was 23-17 at the half, and Morgantown pushed that lead out in the fourth quarter, largely from the foul line. MHS finished 22 of 28 from the free throw line in the game. In the second half, they were 16 of 18. Marty Johnson leading the way. Marty Johnson was 17 points. Waylon Callistra was 16 points for the Mohigans, 5 for Brady Savage, 6 for DeMarcus Bandy, 4 for Max Cry. And a big story was Colin Ridgway off the bench. He hit a 3, also hit some foul shots. He finished with 9 points. GW's Noah Lewis, the big 6'7 junior, scored 19 of the Patriots' 35 points. And Chuck Kelly had 10. The only other starter to score was Dominic Strauss with 2. And Brown had 4 points off the bench. So Morgantown heads into the regionals with some momentum, 18-2. MHS really playing well defensively as well as they played all year with the man-to-man. They mixed in a little bit of zone. They very effectively used a three-quarter court trapping defense as well. And Morgantown came in averaging about 43 points per game allowed. They give up just 35 tonight to one of the best teams in the state. So Morgantown's 18-2, George Washington 18-4, and each of these teams will return to action Tuesday in a regional final to go to the state tournament. Final score once again, Morgantown 57, George Washington 35. Thanks for listening and watching to high school basketball on Metro News.